You're insecure, don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk through the door.
My name is Sebestian, and I am 21 at the moment. I am currently studying at the University of Waikato, studying law and science. What would my friends say about me? Optimistic or happy? That can be the first thing, because I guess you'll notice by watching this video that I'm always smiling or laughing, being positive, or trying to be positive at least. The second thing is thoughtful. I like being thought of as a thoughtful person. People would think, yeah, Jason's kind, caring, thoughtful of other people. And the third thing that I hope my friends or other people say about me is that, I always try and help other people, that I always try and give back, help the community, or help whether it's one person or two people, or my family or my friends. I'm always ready to be there for them. So I also have a part-time job besides study, and I spend the rest of my time either with my hobbies, reading or watching TV. But I also spend a lot of time volunteering. I volunteer in a range of youth leadership and community organizations, from ISEC to Youth Council to Red Cross. For me, there are three main reasons why. First of all, for myself, I like helping people, and I guess this is one of the ways that I think I can contribute back to the community and into the wider world. The second reason is that it helps me develop myself, and I can gain a range of new skills. And by doing that, I hope that by improving myself, I become better able to help people and have a bigger impact in the future. And the third reason is, I guess I like volunteering for the sake of it. And whenever I'm bored, it keeps me busy. And I guess I also like standing up for young people and giving them opportunities that I didn't have. I like helping people because it's something that gives me satisfaction. I guess since I was young, my ambition was initially to become a doctor, and the main reason for that is because I wanted to help people. That's something that I've built on over the last few years. I've managed to put myself out there and believe in myself, believe in my strengths, and confidently do what other people ask me to do. So I guess an example of how I've built on my confidence and assertiveness and what I've learned over the past few years was probably a few months ago, or about a year ago. It was in my capacity in volunteering for one of the organizations, ISEC. We had a sort of a seminar or a training conference for our members, and I guess I had to facilitate a few sessions. I had to give a few presentations and trainings for the members, and the feedback that I received afterwards, people told me that I came across as really confident, and they thought that I would be a really good facilitator in the future. And I guess that was something that sort of reaffirmed that yes, I am progressing, I am improving, and I can be good at doing something really well if I believe that I can do it. During one of the training sessions, I had to facilitate a discussion with I guess about 50 other people in the room, and I didn't think about it when I was doing it, but afterwards I was looking back and I realized I just sort of sat down in front of a group of 50 people and started having a discussion and engaged almost everyone in the room, and I think it was not something I would have been able to do a few years before that. So one of the challenges I've faced so far that I think I've managed to overcome, to an extent I'm still working through it, but I think I've pretty much successfully overcome it, is I guess when I first moved from Malaysia with my family, and came to New Zealand about 5-6 years ago. I guess it was a pretty hard transition, because I was not moving when I was a small child or anything. I had been pretty much established, I guess, in Malaysia, and with a solid group of friends. And moving here at the age of 16 would be quite difficult for anyone. So I guess after moving here, I did go into a period of depression, and that in itself was quite difficult, identifying that yes, first you had a problem, and you're not just being sad or boring or whatever, that you actually had depression, and then working through that. And I guess it takes time, but something I realized towards the end, or that helped me get through that, was that there's always a brighter future. That there's such a thing as darkest night always comes before the dawn. That it will always be difficult and tough, but no matter how difficult it would be, most of the time it becomes better. I'm a positive person and an optimistic person because I guess I don't want to miss out on what life could offer, and that was what kept me, working through my problems. And I think that's an attitude that I bring to even now, and that if something challenging comes up, I'm always hopeful that it'll be better in the future. Funnily enough, I didn't really have any mentors as such. I guess there was no one person that I could look to for inspiration. I think it was good just having, even though I might not have approached my friends or my family in dealing with it, but knowing, that, if something happens to me, my family would miss me, and they would want the best for me. So I guess just knowing that, even though they might not know what I'm going through, but knowing that, if something were to happen, they would still care for me, and knowing that, my friends were there if I ever needed them. I guess looking back, I should have asked them for help, but simply being around them, I guess, was a good distraction as well. I guess for most people, they would look to other people for role models, but for me, I sort of looked inwardly, perhaps. And I looked more towards, I guess, self-help, motivation books, to what other people had gone through. What does success mean to me? I guess for me, success means being happy in whatever you're doing. So if you're happy every day, and you're feeling engaged, and you're feeling that you're challenged constantly, and that you're always learning from something, so I guess the balance of being happy, being challenged, and constantly improving, and contributing to other people, I guess that, for me, defines success. Something that I've achieved so far that I consider successful is, I guess, balancing everything in my life at the moment. On the one hand, I've managed to get myself involved in a range of different voluntary and professional organizations, and keeping that, managing my time and keeping involved in all those things. And I guess the virtue of simply being involved, and people trusting me to do the work that I am doing in those organizations, and people asking me to do different things, and balancing and executing those responsibilities. I guess for me, that is part of what success is, and that, I'm doing more than perhaps what other young people might do, and that I'm constantly achieving and making the world a better place in the small steps. And I guess, also at the same time being able to be happy and enjoy what I'm doing, and feeling that I'm moving forward. What do I hope to contribute to the world? I guess that I try and balance ambition and, practicality. Ideally, I would be in a position, either as Secretary General of the United Nations, or Prime Minister, or CEO of a large company, where I can influence the way people think and the way people work, so that, they treat other people with respect, give everyone else the opportunity, to be successful. What am I grateful for in my life? I guess 3 things. My friends and my family being the first and second. I guess I'm grateful for my friends and family for being around if I need them. Just the comfort of knowing that they would be there, that I can ask them for advice, or, for once in a while, randomly just motivating me. I guess it's good if, you do not have such high self-esteem, or you look to other people for confidence. It's good to boost your own confidence up. And the third thing, I guess, is I'm grateful for all the opportunities and the experiences that I have had. I'm grateful for, all the volunteering activities that I'm part of. It's all part of, people giving me a chance, giving me an opportunity, or letting me know that this might be a good experience for me. And just going through, all those cumulative experiences, day by day, it helps build, a stronger character. It helps give me more confidence, and makes me realize, how much potential I could have, and what I can contribute back. So just like a final message, I guess, always believe in yourself. Always realize what you're good at and what your potential is, and do not ever forget that you wouldn't have been brought into this world, or you wouldn't exist, if you didn't have something to add, or if you didn't have value. So always believe in yourself. Always be confident, and accept other people's compliments, and always, no matter what happens, always look to the future and be positive, because one day you would get what you want.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair.